Amare Risorantino. It's a special day today. Today we are celebrating one of my favorite ingredients, ricotta salata. So let's cut to the chase immediately, and let me tell you what we're doing tonight. So we're going to cook two different pastas. One is pasta alla norma, which is, let's say, the typical pasta, the most famous pasta when you're using ricotta salata. We're also going to make Chef Massimiliano's pasta fuori dalla norma, or an abnormal, outside of the norm pasta alla norma. And you'll see what that is. It's his Sardinian version. And then we're going to, these shows are focused on really, we would like to, of course, introduce you to Sardinian traditions and the culinary culture, but we also really want you to learn how to cook these dishes. So we're going to go slowly. We're going to really try and teach you the dish. And we have a box at the end of the show which has all the ingredients in it, which you can buy, and then you can replicate the recipe. So it's almost like a game. And in that box, since we're getting near to Easter and Pesach, we thought we'd add some more goodies inside that box to make it worth it, sending it from Sardinia to you, wherever you are in the world. Today, actually, it's a special day. Sardinia has been declared a white zone. In Italy, we have different zones, and each color has the different rules. The white zone is the zone where you're almost back to normal. So, let's hope that this is good news for the rest of the world and we're going in the right direction. Okay, white zone Sardinia, let's all, everybody be careful. Don't lay your guard down so we can stay in the white zone and keep our restaurants open. Chef Massimilano Giordano, who is the chef at Amare and the owner of Amare Risorantino, he was so nice because we actually decided to do this show when the restaurant was closed. And he decided, even though he could open tonight, to keep the restaurant shut down for all of you, so we could do the show without any noise and with a clean kitchen. The format of the show is we like to have guests from around the world. And tonight we have two special guest stars. They're in San Francisco. Tiziana, Patrizia, are you there?
Yes, we are. Hello. Bye.
Hello. Hello. As I was saying, we have guest stars to help explain the recipes and the ingredients. And Patrizia, since you're a gelataio, an artist of gelato.
Thank you.
This is Chef Max, everybody.
Hello. Ciao, Max. Ciao. Hello, Max.
Ciao, ciao. And since Tiziana is from Alba and is a sommelier.
I'm from Turin, actually. So.
Oh, you're next door neighbor. You know each other.
We're from Piedmont as well.
Okay. So the idea is we would like to show how versatile ricotta salata is. And it's a really complex ingredient. So you can use it, you can combine it with vegetables, you combine it with fish, you can combine it with dessert. So tonight we're going to try to do everything. All right? So
wonderful.
Let's get to the recipe. First, Max, let's explain the ingredients for pasta alla norma e pasta fuori norma.
So the classical pasta alla norma is made with tomato sauce and is made with fried aubergine, with basil, with some garlic, and with some extra virgin olive oil, and at the end some ricotta salata. Okay,
so if we were in Sicily,
okay, yes,
because it's a Sicilian pasta, this is pasta alla norma, okay? Basil, eggplant, ricotta salata, tomato, olive oil, garlic. Bon?
That's it.
Okay.
And pasta, of course.
And pasta, like maybe a short dadini or something?
Yes.
Sedanini.
Okay.
But since we're not just normal people, but we're also a little crazy, we decided to make a Sardinian version of pasta alla norma. Max, can you tell us a little bit about the crazy version?
Our version is made with homemade spaghetti that we do here in the
A
restaurant.
Sardinian homemade spaghetti.
Of course, because it's Sardinia semolina.
Okay.
And we finish it with juice of Camone tomatoes,
Okay.
which are Sardinian tomatoes.
Okay, time out real quickly. So, in Sardinia, these actually come from Max's family's organic garden, okay? Vegetables. And this is the pomodoro camona. It's a Sardinian indigenous tomato. We often eat them even greener.
Yes.
They're meaty, they have a wonderful acidity, a wonderful tang, and they're sweet. And so that is a special ingredient coming from Sardinia. Okay, what else?
Okay, then we finish the pasta with the juice of pomodoro camona.
So you're gonna cook the pasta
okay.
in the tomato juice.
Okay,
And
yes.
they're gonna come red? They'll become red kind of?
Yes, it
Oh, wow.
becomes red. And then we finish it with a kind of salad of fried aubergine, of mussels, and some wild fennel,
Oh.
and some extra virgin olive oil, of course, because we are in Sardinia in the Mediterranean Sea.
So, you know, right now in Sardinia, the wild fennel is all over the place. And so we're gonna add Max's idea, some mussels and some wild fennel. Okay,
And the ricotta salata as well.
and the ricotta salata. And tonight we're gonna talk about ricotta salata is a universe, okay? And you can have fresher, harder, softer. Americans think that ricotta salata is often very hard and very salty. That is one version. In Italy, we have so much cheese making and so much ricotta. We have an infinite number of variables: smoked, saltier, less saltier.
Smoked,
Smoked.
unsmoked.
So today we went to the market
Yes.
and we went to spoke to a friend, one of the guys that I respect most. Let's go see what he can tell us about this wonderful ingredient.
One of my favorite things to do in the morning is to come to the Mercato of San Benedetto. It's the most beautiful fish and vegetable market in Europe. And today here, I came to the fish section today because I love this part of the market. But today we're here for ricotta salata. Odone! Buongiorno! Ma sai dove è la ricotta salata? Ah, dobbiamo prendere di su. Okay, let's go upstairs. The island of Sardinia is 2/3 the size of Sicily. It's a big island. There are 1.5 million people on the island, 3 million sheep, 1.5 million goats, and about 3,000 shepherds. To understand the Sardinian cheese market is extremely complicated. So today we're here at Cerchi Formaggi to speak with Michele Cerchi, who is the expert on Sardinian cheeses. So he's going to tell us the true story, the whole story about ricotta salata. Michele, the first time I went to America with ricotta salata, I brought different kinds of ricotta salata. Softer, sheep, goat, Mustia, smoked. And my American friends, they were shocked because when I said ricotta salata, they said, ugh, it's salty, it's hard. And I said, no, no, no. There are many kinds of ricotta salata. Can you give us a brief, since today we're celebrating ricotta salata and its versatility, can you give us a brief introduction to what is ricotta salata for a sardo?
Allora, la ricotta sappiamo tutti che è non è un formaggio innanzitutto, ma è un latticino, commercialmente parlando.
First of all, ricotta is not a cheese, okay? It's made from the whey, and so officially it's not a cheese.
Perché non è un formaggio? Perché per la legislazione italiana il formaggio si deve produrre o direttamente dal latte o dalla panna. Mentre invece la ricotta è prodotta col siero, quindi un elemento di risulta dalla lavorazione del formaggio.
Okay, so since ricotta is made from a byproduct of making cheese from the serum, you heat it up and the ricotta comes to the top. And in Italy, for a cheese to be a cheese, it needs to either be made from milk or from panna.
Un altro passaggio fondamentale è che la ricotta non ha siero, non ha caglio, quindi si ottiene dalla ricottura, ecco perché ricotta, del siero a una temperatura intorno agli 80-85 gradi.
That's very interesting. So another reason why ricotta is not cheese is because you don't make ricotta with rennet, okay? You're making it by heating up the milk at 80 to 85 degrees, and therefore to make cheese, to coagulate cheese, use rennet. With ricotta, you just use heat.
Ci sono varie versioni di ricotta. Abbiamo, come dicevi prima tu, la fresca, cioè quella che si consuma nel brevissimo periodo, oppure quelle stagionate. Io le chiamo non salate, ma le chiamo secche, e le secche si possono avere sia in versione salata, ma anche in versione affumicata, o semplicemente con una piccola aggiunta di sale che dà conservabilità.
Okay, so of course we have fresh ricotta. Then, as Michele says, he doesn't call them ricotta salate. He calls them dry ricottas, okay? And then we have different versions of dry ricottas. You'll just have a seasoned dry ricotta. You can add some salt to the ricotta, or you can have what we call in Sardinia Mustia, which is a ricotta that you will find in other parts of Italy too, but in Sardinia we call it ricotta mustia, and it's smoked. And this is similar to what when we introduce fiori sardo. Michele says it's like serendipity. It's like, you know, we live on an island, so we use salt to conserve food. So the smoking, the shepherds weren't using to conserve the cheese. It was serendipity, as Michele says. They were in a hut. They were warming themselves after a long day with the fire, and the cheese was up drying, and so it was smoked that way. So Michele, we're celebrating the versatility of this wonderful ingredient. Soft, hard, smoked, salty, less salty. What are your favorite ways to pay respect to ricotta salata?
Allora, la mia preferita è quella affumicata, è la ricotta mustia.
Okay, so Michele's favorite is ricotta, smoked ricotta mustia. Tonight we want to celebrate ricotta salata. What should we do? What should we make to, first of all, celebrate ricotta salata?
Come piatto dici? Una pasta alla norma, è una diciamo, dei piatti tradizionali classici.
So you heard it from the expert. If you want to understand ricotta salata, start with pasta alla norma. And Michele says, let's try smoked. So tonight we're going to do both smoked. We'll try a version with smoked and we'll try a version with simple, and then we'll decide which one we like better. So let's go make our pasta alla norma. Thank you, Michele.
Grazie a voi.
Okay, thank you, Michele. He's a great guy. If you ever come to Sardinia, go to the Mercato San Benedetto or his place in called Salsamenteria in Via Sonino. It's a bar, bakery, bistro, and he's incredibly knowledgeable about Sardinian cheeses and just great food in general. Okay, so Max, you ready?
Ready.
Let's start making some fresh pasta. This is a pasta called malo redus, okay? We often have it in Sardinia with sausage and tomato sauce, and and pecorino. It's called malo redus alla campidanese, which is where we are. We're in the Campidano. But today, we're going to make it with the abnormal, fuori la norma.
Abnormal way.
So how do you make the pasta?
Okay, very simple. 2 parts of flour, 1 part of water.
Okay, so 2 parts of this. In Sardinia, we're using semolina rimacinata.
Yes.
Okay, 2 in 1. That's easy.
Yes, that's easy.
Okay.
250 grams of flour and 125 grams of water.
Okay.
So we add the water like this, very simple, and then we mix it together.
Okay, and I guess if it depends, if it's a humid day,
Yes.
you might need to add less, or if it's a dry day, you might need to add more. I don't know.
Yes.
You can tell by touching.
Yes, but usually the recipe is the one I told you.
Okay.
Okay. That's it.
Okay, that's easy.
Then
I can do that.
Okay. Then you have to let it rest for a bit.
Okay. How
because
long?
Half an hour, it's okay.
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 Do you cover it? You put it in the refrigerator? Do you
Yes, you
Saran
can
wrap?
cover it with cling film or with
saran
cloth.
wrap? Okay.
Yes.
And you leave it outside. You don't put it in the refrigerator.
No. You can also do it the day after, but if you
let it rest so it's not the gluten. It has time to. Why do you let it rest?
to relax.
To relax.
To relax.
Otherwise, it's too tough.
Yes, it's too tough.
Okay.
It's too elastic.
Okay.
Okay, so that's it.
Bello.
Then you have to let it rest because it's too elastic. After 30 minutes, it's okay.
Okay. Last week when we made pasta,
Okay.
my sister was in Seattle and she told me that you can't find semolina rimacinata, so she added some flour. I think she added 2/3 semolina, which wasn't rimacinata, just so it's bigger, and 1/3 flour.
Flour comes from different grains.
Yes.
So it's not the same. You don't have the exact result if you substitute the.
No, I understand, but what she was saying is with the semolina that they get in America, it's bigger. So if you just do what you do, you won't be able to really work the pasta.
I don't know. Maybe you can blend it.
And that's what we said. We said you could grind it.
Yes, exactly. Okay.
Okay.
After.
Well, 1 second.
okay.
Tiziana, Patrizia, do you have a similar problem when you're making pasta? Like my sister was saying, because in Italy it's easy for us to buy semolina rimacinata. What do you do when you're making handmade pasta? Do you mix in flour?
But,
It's
yeah.
pretty challenging. Of course, you need to always start with a good ingredient, and fortunately,
Yeah.
in California, we are able, probably more than any other state, to get great semolina as well. Rimacinata is slightly very specific. We are able because we find the way to bring in some rimacinata, but it's true, it's not so familiar. And I will say that if you don't have the semolina rimacinata, just to refine double.
In California, you can get these ingredients a little more easily because there are people like you who are fantastic importers who search the best, absolute best ingredients in Italy and bring them to chefs and to people who want them, no matter how much work it takes. That's what you do.
This is our mission every day.
No. Absolutely, you true. It's real.
Okay, sorry, I interrupted you.
Okay, so now
You let me talk. I'll keep talking.
Okay, so now we're gonna make the malo reddus.
Va bene.
So we start making from the dough some little balls.
Yes.
Okay, like this. Very simple. Whoa.
Just a little round ball.
Yes.
Handmade pasta is so therapeutic.
Yes,
You know,
it is.
I mean, it takes a long time, but it.
I made it since I was 15, and I always love it to do it because it's
You look forward to it.
yes.
That's called labor of love.
Okay. So now we put it on this. How can you call it?
It's a Sardinian malloratus maker.
Okay. Then you do.
So everybody in Sardinia, you know, a lot of the bread making and the pasta making, it's with a lot of people sitting around a table, often only women and children. And the children love to do this part of making the pasta.
Okay. That's it.
Okay, easy. Malloredus. What does it mean? Do you think it means mal fatto? Is
I don't know. Actually, I'm not from Sardinia, so
Fine.
I'm not the right person.
Yeah. Okay. Anyway,
Okay.
they're pretty, and you can see the juice, the sauce. It'll really, pick up the sauce.
Yes.
Bello, bello.
This is to pick up the sauce inside, so
Okay.
it gets stuck inside.
Okay.
So now we put it in the boiling water.
Okay, I'm gonna ask Patrizia and Tiziana a question while you start.
While I do the sauce.
Yes.
Okay.
You want to explain quickly how you made the sauce?
So I had the tomato sauce I made from the
Show the camera because the color is so pretty.
from the Camone tomatoes.
And how did you do it? Because the color is just wild.
I peeled it,
Yes?
and then I cook it in a pan with some onion,
Yes?
some extra virgin olive oil for a
Okay.
few hours,
Okay.
and then we blend it and we strain it.
So you cook at a very low heat.
Yes,
For
for
2
a long
hours?
time, without the skin.
Do you have to add water?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I do it very low, and he gets his water outside, and then he cook it.
Okay. And
It's
you
soft.
do you cover it?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
I cover.
I tasted it, and the taste is, oh my God! I mean, I'm Max is gonna teach me how to make that because it's tangy, it's sweet, it's the consistency is wonderful, and the color just you want to dive into it like a you want to swim in it.
We will.
Okay. So can I ask? Am I interrupting you if I ask Patrizia a question?
Sure.
Patrizia, Tiziana, you saw the interview with the Michele Kerchi and the different ricottas. Did you have any comments about what he was saying about ricotta? Today we're celebrating ricotta. So he was talking about all different kinds of ricotta, soft, hard, smoked, not smoked. Do you have any preferences, for example?
But in San Francisco is a very type of ricotta. Honestly, is not wonderful of the same to Sardinia. But thank you for Tiziana, arrived a very wonderful ingredients, a wonderful product. And I love the ricotta. I make her in many plates, and my family love the pasta punta alla norma too. And it's very interesting too in this situation maker the gelato with the ricotta salata. And it's very wonderful opportunity for know the new ingredients and with very and interesting characteristics.
And I think the most popular here for
Yeah.
the way that I see the chef they are using, they like especially the ricotta from Sardinia, the not hard, but the semi hard, because if they want to make more hard, they just leave a little bit more in contact with the air. So especially because we are bringing in thank John too every week fresh, so it's never gets really hard. Because sometimes I think more you have this flavor very hard, become almost soapy taste, and this is really not the result that we want for the dish.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think the fresh, semi-soft ricotta is the major use. They are using the majority.
Okay, so right now, let me catch you up to what, because Massimilano just did a very important thing which chefs do, and which I can't tell you how important it is. He's using that salty, starchy water as he wants to get the sauce to the right point. So it was a little dry, a little salty, starchy water, and yes. So how long are you going to cook the handmade malloredus?
3 minutes.
3 minutes, okay. And so you basically just took the sauce you made
Yes.
and the fried eggplant, and you combined them, and that's it.
At the end, I will add the basil.
Yes?
Because the basil has to be added at the end of the sauce.
Okay,
I will
why?
Because it comes black and it keeps the flavor.
Okay,
And I will add some extra virgin olive oil.
okay.
And at the very end in the dish, I will add the ricotta salata to finish the plate.
Okay, and do you prefer regular ricotta salata or smoked? Your preference?
Both.
But what is your preference?
Smoked.
Smoked.
I prefer smoked, yes.
Because it gives it more complexity, or?
Yes, because I like the smoky taste
Okay.
in everything. So
Ah, okay, cool. There's a huge distinction there. There are some people, when I go sell a smoky cheese, they say, no smoke. And then there are some people who say, oh, I love smoke, bring it on.
Yes.
There's a huge difference
yes,
in
there
people's
is.
tastes.
But I love the smoky one.
Okay. See if you have any questions. Chef Giordano,
Yes.
Sardinia, Italy, from Amare Ristorante, James K. And please give us the name. Okay. And here too, you see when he's bringing the pasta into the sauce, he's doing it, I learned this with my mother-in-law. The salty, starchy water is going in with the pasta. And so you can use less olive oil that way too, but you're also just, you're completing the sauce with that wonderful, it's an ingredient, right? It's seawater.
Yes.
Right?
If you don't salt enough the water,
Yes.
the dishes comes different.
Yeah.
Less quality.
Yeah.
Less good.
Insipida.
Yes.
Oh, so you mantecare a little
Okay.
bit?
Some extra virgin olive oil.
Beauty. So a good bit.
Sardinian
A
accent.
good bit. Huh?
Yes.
That was probably, what,
Because-
tablespoon?
because
Giusto.
I love to cook how I love to eat. So I love a lot of extra virgin olive oil.
It's good for you. Good for your veins.
Okay, that's it.
Okay. Va bene. So, since we're paying homage to ricotta salata, Max, one of my favorite things with ricotta salata is whenever there's a tomato.
Okay.
So in the summer, get a Cremona tomato, you cut it, you know, and just, you don't even need any olive oil. You just grate some ricotta salata on top and you're done.
That's great as well.
Or a soup, you know, some sort of any kind of soup. I love grating ricotta salata. And actually, the ricotta salata we import into America, Resu, we actually, we've looked for a long time for the right ricotta salata to import. And he, the owner of Formaggia Resu, he told me he likes it grated on a steak, right off the
Okay.
grill, or a hamburger.
Nice, very great taste.
So,
I love it on eggs as well, the small
Yeah.
one.
yeah.
Okay.
So when you don't have truffles, right, Tiziana? If you don't have truffles, you can use ricotta salata instead of truffle.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so we finish it. We can do one with the smoky one and one with the unsmoked one.
I prefer plain. Yeah.
Okay.
So you do smoke and I do plain. Okay, friends. So here the trick is the tomato sauce. Of course, the way Max made it is he had fresh tomatoes and he sautéed some onions and then peeled the tomatoes and then slowly cooked them for 2 hours and then he blended them. So that, and you can see the color of the sauce because of the onion and the tomato together. That's a very important part of this dish. The fried eggplant, I saw that you cut very small squares to fry it.
Yes.
It probably didn't take long to fry the eggplant.
No, it doesn't mean if you like it more juicy, you cut it bigger. If you like it more dry, you cut it smaller. Depends on the taste. I like it a little bit, not too much, not too big, but not too small.
Okay, just right.
Okay.
Not too big, not too, just right.
Yes, that's right.
Hey, so Tiziana and Patrizia, what do you think of this pasta alla norma? Is this like what you would make in Italy? Or does your family do it differently?
Yeah. This is amazing. So it's a wonderful, very compliment. I think it's a very tasty. And yeah, I make it in Italy too. And my son loved the pasta alla norma. Quindi I buy the ricotta salata. But I repeat honestly, the Sardinia ricotta is the best in the world. Absolutely, is the best.
Does your family make it like Max does, or do you do it differently?
Sorry?
Do you make the pasta alla norma like this in your family, or do you do it
Yeah.
differently?
Yeah, I make the pasta alla norma, and I make it honestly. I take the ricotta cheese too, the ricotta salata cheese too. Sometimes I make it to the just the pasta and the olive oil. That's it. It's amazing too because
Okay.
I like the smell of the ricotta salata. It's
Okay.
a very great ingredient for just the pasta. I repeat, oil, Sardinia oil, and the ricotta salata. Is the fast maker the pasta when I write the baby.
Fantastico.
Buono.
Fantastico. Okay, so
Can you send over?
Please.
So that was pasta.
Max too. Both.
You know, I wanted to tell all the Chef's Feed and the Reporter Gourmet viewers that this is a really hard job, and it takes a lot of back-breaking work, and somebody has to do it. Somebody's got to do it, right?
I want to do it because I love it.
No, you got to tell them it's a hard job. Okay, so now let's do the pasta fuori norma,
Okay,
the abnormal norma.
so we have the, except of the mussels, the same ingredients of the normal norma,
Okay?
but in a different way.
So you're going to mix mussels with the eggplant and the tomato and ricotta salata.
You're right.
So this is what I'd like to say, because today's a special day. We're paying homage to ricotta salata, and it's so versatile.
Yes. it
You
is.
can put it in a dessert. You can put it with mussels. You can put it in a steak.
everywhere.
You can put it in your pillow. Okay, let's see how you make
And you
this.
sleep even better.
Yes. Let's see how you make this one.
Okay.
And I'll keep eating.
So we get a pan, of course.
Okay.
Then, okay. So we start making a kind of salad with fried aubergines, with mussels, and with the tomatoes we have here. Questo? Questo. Okay, let's start. Okay. So we have some mussels, just opened,
You just boil them. I mean, you
Yes.
just put them open them in a pan.
with some Vermentino wine.
Ah, okay.
Okay. I like to open it with some Vermentino wine.
It's a good excuse to open a bottle of Vermentino. Okay?
To have always Vermentino in the kitchen. Okay, and then we're gonna add some fresh Camone tomato.
Okay. So, Massimiliano, Tiziana, Patrizia, Simone, viewers, one of the themes of Italian cuisine that I like to emphasize, and especially Sardinian cuisine, is the simplicity. And I just saw a comment from James, so simple, so delicious looking. And when you have the right materia prima, raw material, when you have the right ingredients, you really want to respect them, and you don't want to get in the way, right? Non vuoi inquinarli, vuoi sentire tutti i sapori.
Italian food, it's all about the right materia prima, the
Right.
right, how can you say, vegetable, or everything comes from the ground.
But it's almost like, if you think about it, like when you after you have the raw material, the other ingredients, they're helping the main ingredient come out.
Yes.
So this is one thing that I love about ricotta salata. It's like the olive oil you were talking about. It's like, really good salt. It's those ingredients which are guest stars. They help you express the main thing so much better.
Yes.
But they don't get in the way.
No, that's true.
È
That's
giusto?
Giustissimo. Perfetto. Okay, here we have our salad. Then I get my spaghetti, pasta.
So now that we're getting into white zones and we're getting vaccines and we're hopefully getting back to normal, we are waiting for you to come here and do this with us. Literally, come in this kitchen and cook with us. And in the meantime, Max said he's willing to do Zoom lessons. So if you want to, this minimum of 3 people, but if you want to, Max will do a Zoom lesson with you. We're in Italy, so it's 6 hours from the East Coast. We're 6 hours later, and 9 hours later West Coast. But and Max runs a restaurant, so you have to find the right time. You closed on Mondays,
Yes.
so Monday could be a good Zoom lesson day.
A good day.
So yeah, that's one of the ideas of this show is to help chefs share their mastery and monetize their mastery. And so, you know, if you're looking for a fantastic chef who also has a really good knowledge of wine, you have
Yes.
I guess when you come from your part of the world, even more than most parts of Italy, you guys really know your wine.
Yes, I really love wine. I'm sommelier actually. So.
Okay.
I really love.
Okay, so let's talk about something really important. And Tiziana, I want to hear your idea too. So with this wonderful, tangy pasta alla norma, what wine should I be drinking?
I think acid wine, but also strong one. Like I think the
Okay.
Some wine from South Sardinia,
Okay.
like Carignano.
Okay.
I think Carignano is a great wine with Norma because it's acid, it's characteristic, it's fruity, but it has his strength, so it goes well with the Norma.
Yeah, because you have a lot. This is a wonderful pasta, but you need something to
Yes, to be at the same level.
At
Yes.
the same level.
Yes.
Tiziana, what about you? How would you pair this dish?
With Max, because now as we are going to the season of springtime, I think the Cannonau is maybe too much when it's in the red version, but we'll do the rosé that become very floral, but keep the acidity very high. So you have this cranberry, this perfume of the spicy vegetation typical of Sardinia. So I will do this rosato di Cannonau.
Okay. Actually, Max is coming to Michele Cuscuz's dairy farm. We're bringing 20 chefs next week, so he's going to taste that rosé from Michele's. Michele makes a wonderful organic Cannonau rosé from the Cannonau grape. About 72 hours in the skin. That's why it's really nice. So almost, it's a little darker than most rosés. It's almost like a fake rosé.
And I think it's perfect with the pasta alla norma because it's not the bold red Cannonau, but at the same time still the characteristic of the Cannonau with more character.
So here, this is a magic move of Massimiliano's. This is a signature dish of Max. Is that like a water, tomato water?
It's centrifugato, centrifuge.
How do you say centrifugato? Centrifuge? I can't remember now. Can't remember my English. T, come si dice centrifugato in inglese? Centrifuge, okay.
So perché lo scrivo nel menu.
Anyway, you're gonna finish cooking the pasta in that tomato water.
Yes. So I put the pasta in the salty water for 1 minute.
Okay, 1 minute instead of 3.
Yes, instead of
Because
3.
you only make fresh pasta in your restaurant.
Only fresh pasta.
Okay.
Yes. I don't buy pasta from them.
Fantastic. So you save a lot of money.
Yes, but I spend it in other things.
Okay.
Okay. Then we're cooking the pasta. So 30 seconds remaining. Then we're making the sauce with the tomato juice. We're gonna add a little bit of sugar,
Okay.
because it balances the sauce,
Okay.
and some salt, of course.
Okay.
Okay. When we are here, we will lower the heat,
Okay.
and we are waiting for the pasta. Of course, we will add some extra virgin olive oil.
Okay. Of course.
Of course. Because it make it the sauce more stuck to the pasta. How can you say? More legata. How do you say legata?
It'll make
more
it creamy. It'll stick to the pasta, but it'll make it more creamy.
Okay. Here we are. So. No, it's the
Sorry
time.
about that.
Pasta is cooked.
Pasta's ready.
Okay.
Pretty. It's very pretty.
And the flavor as well is very taste of tomato.
So can you explain to everybody how you made this sauce?
The
Because this is different.
yes, it's different. It's more light.
Yeah, how did you make it?
I make a juice from the Camone tomato, the same one of the sauce,
How did you make the juice?
with the machine that makes the juice.
Oh, you juiced the tomatoes?
Yes.
Okay.
I juice the tomato.
Did you cook them first?
No, raw.
Okay.
This was raw tomato.
Okay.
I put it in the pan for the cooking time of the pasta.
I got you.
So 2 minutes to make the sauce.
Okay.
And then here we are.
So this is even more simple.
Even more simple than the
Because
classic.
you're just taking the juice of the tomato.
You take 2 minutes.
You cook it a tiny bit.
Yes.
You add a little bit of olive oil.
And that's it.
Did you add salt? Or
Yes,
just a
some
salty?
salt and
some salt?
some salt as well, and
Okay.
some sugar to
Okay.
balance the sauce, but
Okay.
a little bit.
So simple.
So simple.
So healthy.
Yes, it's healthy as well. You can eat more pasta.
Good. Good idea.
Okay,
I like you.
thank you. So now we're gonna plate.
This is the magic move. Wow. Good job. Beauty. I want to learn how to do this. That's pretty.
So we don't waste anything.
No, no waste. Waste not, want not.
No, it's not the time to waste.
All right.
And that's it. So we finish it with this kind of sauce
Your salad.
of salad. Sorry, we made before.
Okay. So cut tomato, no
Aubergine.
seeds, eggplant, fried eggplant,
And mussels.
and mussels. That's pretty. So pretty. This is. I think. Are you going to put this on your menu?
I will in summer.
This is a great summer.
Summer dish.
So now this, what wine would you?
Actually, this is cold.
Yes.
so-
yes, room temp.
Yes.
What wine would you pair this with?
Sorry?
What wine would you pair this with?
I don't know. Maybe Sardinian wine as well.
Like what?
But like probably white wine.
Okay.
But as well with the right body, because also the flavors are very intense. So you need a very intense wine as well. Not flowery wine. Flower taste.
No floury.
No.
Okay.
So we'll finish it with the ricotta salata.
Okay, so today the gods of Ricotta Salata, I think they should be happy because we really have paid homage and respect to this ingredient.
Yes, we
You
will.
know?
So we finish it with some basil, extra virgin olive oil,
Basil oil, okay.
and some wild fennel.
Wild fennel. By the way, in the last pasta, the pasta alla norma, I never had wild fennel in a pasta alla norma. And wild fennel is just, you can put it anywhere, it's so wonderful, but
Yes.
it really made a difference.
Yes, because it's very intense.
Yes.
And you need a very small quantity
Okay.
to get a great taste.
Wow, look at that. Can you see this? Simo? Can you see it? Lo puoi vedere bene? Jeez, look at that. That's like art.
Thank you.
Proviamo.
Non ci sono...
Proviamo.
Sandro, una forchetta, me la prendi?
We're gonna have to try it now because somebody has to do this job.
Ah, ma ce l'hai la forchetta?
It's a hard job. No, but let's do it together.
Ah,
Can't eat alone. That'd bring bad luck. Right? That would bring very, very bad luck to, after you, the artist, made this, for me just to eat it and you watch. Not fair. Mamma mia, che bella che è questa. Massimilano. Wow. All the ingredients, they really work. The cool muscle, the cooler ingredients. It's a wonderful summer pasta.
yes.
I think we should brevettarlo. We should patent it.
But it's your idea, so we will share it.
we made the idea together.
Okay.
So, ladies and gentlemen, you have just witnessed, we've paid respect to Ricotta Salata in all its different ways, shapes, and forms with Massimilano. This special pasta, ricotta salata with mussels I never would have thought of, is fantastic. Now, Patrizia, Tiziana, take us to another level. We heard that you know how to use ricotta salata in a sweet. Can you show us?
Okay, thank you. And yes, I think I make the gelato, the Italian gelato with and the ricotta salata. And the artisanality Italian gelato is so very simple, and I make it with just and three ingredients. The principal ingredients, the milk and just a little sugar. In this case, I work the ricotta salata with the goat milk for make it just a little more smell for and give the smell and respect the original smell to the ingredients, e quindi obviously the ricotta salata. And I make her the gelato with just a little sugar because my gelato is very low sugar and low fat. And the very characteristic of the Italian gelato is the to taste, the smell, and the color. Quindi the taste is the original taste, is a very and pungente of the ricotta salata, pungent, I'm sorry, so the ricotta salata. And the color is a wonderful ivory. And the smell I love is a very original smell, quindi is a authentic smell. And I'm sorry because I make her now the
I'm going to bring.
to bring the gelato, maybe in the first step, and see and make the gelato together. And I think for my culture and my fantasy, I want to make this gelato of the ricotta salata with a small cherry tomato.
You can
Yes,
see that?
Yeah.
perfect,
Wow.
wonderful. And okay, I create, okay, I take the ricotta salata. I create in the plate just a little found because it give very great smell to the gelato too. Okay, perfect.
To enhance the flavors.
Yes.
Stavo dicendo che
Correct.
usi la ricotta.
Correct, to enhance the flavor.
Sì.
And prepare the plate to take the gelato. Okay, this is the gelato. Is the gelato I make with the ricotta salata and the goat milk. I repeat, forgive just a little more smell.
Patri, where is your gelateria?
Oh, I have the gelateria in Union Street in San Francisco, 1998 Union Street, Gio Gelati.
Gelato.
Gelato italiano originale.
Okay. So everybody in San Francisco, Gio Gelato. Union Square, you said?
Absolutely. Gelato italiano originale.
Okay.
And for me, it's a very important maker in the jar, you look, the small tomato, the very small tomato, cherry tomato, and dried with the sun, and just a little brown sugar. This is for me is very old family recipe. You look, it's so very interesting, it's so very taste, and I make her with in the gelato, because it create the wonderful fragrance. You think to the Mediterranean diet, the Sardinia color, and is
Bellissimo.
amazing. You expect
È
to the
bellissimo.
territory of wonderful. And this is the wonderful lemon too, because I repeat, the gelato is very important. Have the smell, the taste, and the look too. Is original look. Is a fresh lemon, and I want to make her the zester of lemon in the gelato. gelato, tomato, and zest lemon. Why?
Watering.
Because rebalance the acid and the strong taste of the ricotta. Uh, the prince ingredient in every type of plate, the Italian cuisine, the Sardinia cuisine too, is the wonderful oil. In this case, I have the Sardinia oil. Is amazing smell, is amazing taste, and I think and they create the balance for the and the ingredients for the savor and for everything. Quindi is
Patri,
okay.
this is
Yeah.
the Sardinian olive oil that Tizia and I import. It's called Boni Mores. It's organic and it's extremely low acidity, under 0.2. Wow, that looks beautiful.
Thank you. And I repeat, is a very thank you so much. Is a very great smell, is a very fragrance, is a wonderful color too, because the Italian food is amazing too to the sentimental food, sentimental heat. And when I arrive the plate in the wonderful color, every people is so happy.
Okay, can you show us? We want to see you eat it because we want to live vicariously. So can you take a spoonful?
Want to taste it too. I'm sorry. I hope us taste it together. Absolutely. The next time. And Tiziana is a testimonial because these wonderful ingredients arrived to the originally Sardinia. Okay, please, Tiziana.
Since Tiziana has one of the best palates in the world, we'll see what she says.
It's
Com'è?
wonderful. I love the olive oil and lemon zest that is balancing with the salty of the
Yeah.
ricotta. It's just wonderful.
Yeah, yeah.
Bravo.
Thank you. But this is only not just fantasy, but the respect to the natural ingredients arrived to the wonderful region. It's very important to the respect.
Patrizia,
And the people live.
I'm sorry.
Yes, John.
I have a good friend here in Sardinia. His name is Fabrizio Fenu, and he is an artist of gelato. And maybe we could do a show cooking together and showing people how to make Italian gelato with Fabrizio if he's available. Would you do that?
My honorate, very my honorate, very my pleasure.
Okay. We'll ask Fabrizio. So thank you so much for sharing that with us and for paying respect to Ricotta Salata. Friends, Tiziana's in San Francisco. She has our Ricotta Salata plus a ton of other gourmet Italian products going from Sardinia all the way through Umbria to Sicily. Really wonderful products. And before we go, again, we are doing these shows for free. We're enjoying ourselves. We're all small family-run businesses. And so we really hope that you get excited about what we're doing and love constructive feedback. But we also want you to try to recreate these recipes at home. And in order to do so with such simple dishes, you need the proper ingredients. So I've put together a box, okay? It comes in this box, okay? And actually, a lot of stuff fits in this box. And since it's Easter, near Easter and the holidays, and since it's expensive to send the box, I'm putting ingredients, but also other stuff in the box so you can have fun at Easter, Pesach. But anyway, I'm sending you, whoops, where am I? Where is the camera? There you go. Okay, I'm sending you some Sardinian semolina rimacinata. Okay? Some Sardinian sale integrale. Okay, this is to make proper salty water, seawater, and you can just put that on a steak or even make a fish with salt. This is wonderful salt. Of course, the king and the queen of what we're doing tonight is a cone of ricotta salata and Mustia smoked. So simple and smoked. Then we have, of course, Sardinian canned tomatoes because you need the Sardinian tomatoes. Okay? I'm actually sending you Sardinian water. This was voted the best water in the world. And you don't want chlorine in your water when you're making pasta. Okay? So you need to use good water. The low acidic organic olive oil, this is 500 milliliters. I'm actually giving you a really fun pasta. It's these really long, thick, hollow bucatini. They're from Sardinia. They're things of beauty, really, from the north part of the island. You're going to get a Sardinian maloredus maker. So you can make your maloredus. I can't send you Sardinian wild fennel, but I can send you a mixed bag of wild fennel and other Sardinian spices like mirto, and I think that'll be fun to play with the pastas. So that is the ingredients you need to make the pastas, okay? Of course, you can get the fresh basil. And then we have, for Easter and Pesach, one of my favorite things in the world is the Sardinian red tuna, which you just can't get in America. It's a big can. And Sardinian botarga, which actually goes really well with ricotta salata. And then you can't get enough of salt in Sardinia. This is fleur de sel. It's the caviar of salt. It's the 1% of salt which you get from the top service. And this is lemon flavored. And it has a fragrance. It's real lemon, real Sardinian lemon in here. It has a fragrance like you wouldn't believe. If you pick this up at my local partners, in Seattle, it's Robin on Cap Hill, or Debbie in Maple Leaf. In San Francisco, it's Tiziana at Presidio. In Boston, it's West Roxbury. So if you pick up the box, it's $180 because it costs me less to ship it. I ship them in bulk. If you want the box sent to your home, it's $200. But believe me, between supporting our business, you can't get these products in America. If you went to Dean and DeLuca, if you could get them, it'd be more than $300. But you just can't get these. So splurge, call us up, tell us you want help in making the recipe. We'll help you and get this box, support us, support the local artisans. If you want to take lessons with Max, same deal. You email me. It's $50 per person per lesson with a minimum of 3 people. And you could buy the box and the lesson, and that would be perfect. That'd be a lot of fun. You can do it with friends and have a real Sardinian party. And then that would be like a precursor of coming to Sardinia. So, Max, grazie, eh? Simone, grazie. Patrizia, Tiziana, we love you. Thank you for sharing that with us.
Ciao. Ciao, grazie.
So, friends, next week we are going to my friend Michele Cuscuso's organic dairy farm, and we're going to learn how to make one of Sardinia's most challenging pastas, l'orighitas. So join us next week, same time, same day, at the Michele Cuscuso Organic Dairy Farm and Vineyard to make l'orighitas with gallo ruspante, with free-range rooster. Ciao, grazie.